Well, we're looking live right there at New York City. Rockefeller Center, of course, some of the famous streets of downtown Manhattan, where normally today we would see millions of people lining those streets for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. But it's not looking the same at all this year. Here's the thing, though. It is pushing ahead anyway. There is a parade today, and Jay Gray for NBC News is covering it. And look, we get to talk to Jay. I thought our conversation was going to be canceled, Jay, because of the coronavirus pandemic. But no, you're there. The parade is going on. It just is a whole lot smaller.
Yeah, and very different. Heather, good morning to you. And I'd never let this pandemic get in the way of us sharing some time together on Thanksgiving. Look, I'm where it normally starts, and you'd see floats behind me. You see the balloons and bands getting ready. Pandemic's changed all of that, and they're doing this all in a bubble, a little area where the parade usually ends, Herald Square. A lot of it's been pre-taped. It's all for TV this time. And there will be some live. There'll be some live interaction and some floats and balloons and bands. But again, most of it pre-taped, and the manpower used to do this thing cut by 80%. So a lot of people involved won't be here, and you won't see the crowds. Usually, as you talked about, 3.5 million or more line the parade route. They, like everyone else, will be watching it from home this year. Maybe a good thing, something to be thankful for, Heather, because it's been storming all morning and getting a bit of a break now, but it's supposed to start back up again here pretty soon.
Well, it was just the Second World War that brought the parade to a halt, Jay. Other than that, it's carried on throughout these many years, 96. Yep. So the pandemic, no exception. The show will go on, although it looks different. You know, Jay, we've been showing pictures up here in Canada of Americans in airports heading off on trips to celebrate with family this Thanksgiving, despite the warnings from health officials. That is causing some real concern, I understand it there.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I've been covering that story a bit over the last week or so. It's been amazing to see the increase in the number of people flying this holiday season. I mean, it's really jumped up dramatically. Last Sunday was the highest travel day volume-wise that we've seen since the pandemic began. A lot of people worried that because so many people are going to different places and other areas, getting together with family or friends, that's going to be a super spreader event, that it's just going to spread across the country. And in fact, talking to doctors, they say that where they're seeing the biggest increase in the virus being contracted is in those smaller 10 to 20 people groups. And then those people obviously take it out and into their families and their communities. We'll find out how this is going to play out in the next 2 to 3 weeks. That's when we'll start to see some of the more serious effects of this travel. It's a big concern, especially as we're really beginning what's a month, essentially, of high-volume holiday travel. So it's a tough decision for a lot of families, Heather, and it looks like millions have decided they're tired of being cooped up and that they miss family and friends, and that could be a dangerous decision.
Well, certainly similar sentiments here in Canada. We're looking to perhaps the U.S. example, Jay, to see what could be in store for us come Christmas time. But listen, happy Thanksgiving, Jay Dre. Always great to see you in New York. Thanks.